Now, Stormwatch 12 weather with meteorologist Oliver Smith.
Well, this temperature 24-hour temperature change map was showing 25 and minus 25, minus 30 in terms of temperatures being much colder yesterday. Today, there's not a whole lot of difference because our cold air is already in place. So temperature is just a little bit warmer or just a little bit cooler from 24 hours ago. A little bit of light snow right now in Wairika. It's really hard to see, but it's there. A little bit on the breezy side right now of Wairika. Wind out of the north at 17 miles an hour. Here is that cell showing up as rain, but obviously we were looking at that camera and it's showing up as snow. We do have some rain and snow showers east of the Cascades as well, generally well east of US 97. And here in the Rogue Valley, nothing going on yet, but there are some showers in and around Grants Pass, but more up towards the northwest. Those will be filtering into our area for tonight. Our main system that gave us most of the rain and snow is well down towards San Francisco, so we're going to continue with that northwesterly flow for the remainder part of tonight, so that means that showers will still be lingering in the area. It's windy along the Oregon coast. Sustained winds about 15 to 25 miles an hour. We've had some stronger gusts around 40 to 45 miles an hour towards Crescent City. And so we're going to be looking at breezy conditions throughout the region for tonight. Eventually the wind along the coast will push east the Cascades overnight. So forecast lows for tonight, we're looking at lows into the 20s east the Cascades, 20s and 30s along Interstate 5, mostly 20s towards Wairika. 36 is the forecast low for Medford. For tomorrow, we'll be looking at highs into the 30s and 40s east the Cascades, 40s and 50s west of the Cascades. So very similar temperatures than what we saw for today and yesterday as well. Now we're going to continue with that chance of showers again tonight. Eventually things will decrease a little bit, and then once we get towards the afternoon, we'll start seeing a northwesterly flow, and that's when we start seeing a little bit better chance of showers here into the Rogue Valley. So the afternoon may not end up being too bad overall, at least the early afternoon. Later afternoon, a little bit of a different scenario. And then by the time we get towards Saturday, our flow changes entirely. It's more going to be west towards the east. So we're going to be looking at rain developing along the Oregon coast from our next little batch of energy moving onshore. And eventually that rain will push into the Rogue Valley and snow into the Cascades. So Saturday, again, that'll be another one of those low impact days if you are traveling across the Cascades. And then Sunday, things will eventually be quieting down. We'll still have the chance of showers in the region, but later on, things will be quieting down a bit. Snow levels still staying very low, between about 2,000 to 3,000 feet for tonight, and all day on Friday. They finally go up a little bit once we go in towards Saturday from the system finally being just a little bit warmer overall. Now, in terms of how much snow we're going to be looking at, not a whole lot, especially east of the Cascades, generally between a trace to maybe up to 3 inches for east side passes, a couple inches along the Oregon Cascade passes, and down to our south, maybe around an inch for Siskiyou Summit and Mount Shasta City. This is all for tonight up through tomorrow about lunchtime. Now pollen, it's been a problem. It comes down a little for tomorrow, it comes up on Saturday, but really comes up beginning on Monday. And we're going to stay pretty wet, at least in terms of the duration of days. Friday, Saturday, Sunday looking a little bit on the wet side. Monday and Tuesday, though, things drying out. So the cold air that we have over us now pushes off towards the east. We get a weak little system for this weekend to kind of enhance the shower threat yet again, but high pressure really starts to build in as we get towards the middle part of next week. Boy, spring is really going to take charge once we get there. So here we go with our forecast for the Oregon coast. Temperatures staying into the 50s through early next week, climbing back into the 60s with a lot of sunshine returning for the coast. Northern California right around 50 degrees. A few rain and snow showers for the next couple of days, but then 60s and 70s early next week. So looking very nice overall. Klamath Basin, you're going to still have very cold overnight lows well into the 20s, even though there won't be a whole lot of precipitation. But again, it'll warm up at least once we get towards next week. Cascades will still be looking at some snow for the next couple of days, just a couple of inches for tonight through early tomorrow morning. But if you want drier weather, it's going to come back in full-fledged next week. And then we can see here in the Rogue Valley, see temperatures still right around, well, about 5 degrees or so below average, and then warming up. Getting pretty nice Wednesday, Thursday. We're going to be flirting again with 80 degrees.
Oh, and you know I love my warm weather, Oliver.
Oh, yeah, I do.
All right, I'm excited for that. Thank you.
All right, you bet.